What's going on, everyone? It's the People's Envoy Updog here with you, and today I have a video for you, the people. These counters I'm about to show you in War are ones that were requested in my comments on my videos, so if you have other counters you want to see specifically, I will write those down and get to them as soon as I can. Now, the viewer did request cheap counters for these teams. Now, I've tried to do the best I could. Some of these teams are got some super OP characters in them, like Mephisto or Ares or even Apoc. So I try to do the best I could. So let's go take a look at the first one here. All right, so the first match that was requested of me is this Cabal team with Vulture and Shadow King. So let's go see if the Underworld can take it on here. This is basically a punch across. Alright, so Underworld is super fast. We're going to use, I think we're going to try and use Shadow King against his team here. He doesn't hit hard, but getting that ability block is going to be super important. And there's no Emma to cleanse him, so he's easy to deal with. We're going to go into Namor here, because he has an unavoidable attack. Vulture's fine. Iron Patriot's fine. Those opening attacks from them are not unavoidable, so being blind is gonna, they're just gonna miss. So we're gonna go into this Namor now. I always, almost 99% of the time, always special with Kingpin. Get that safeguard out there, so that's how I do that. Then we're going to go into Namor here. Boom. Just slap him out of the way. And why don't we go into Shadow King just because he can be a problem. I usually use or leave Leader for last when I go into a Cabal with Underworld. So their Vulture got attacked, counterattacked to death. So yeah, what do you guys think? Pretty cheap counter to this one. So far, we haven't lost any health, which is amazing. And yep, now we just have Leader left. So get that offense up from Kingpin, and now we are just gonna cruise to victory. Oh, there goes. Alright, so the next one up is going to be a Mephisto Ares Hive Mind team. Now, this is pretty tough without a super strong team. I'm going to show you a couple options. We'll try Absolute A-Force first, and then we're going to try a Scarlet Witch, Zombie Scarlet Witch, Night Stalkers combo. Now, the A-Force, this A-Force comp here is going to actually be a little bit safer in my opinion. It does take a little bit of time to get through, but the Night Stalker one I'm going to show you, it is a little bit more RNG dependent. Not like super heavy RNG, but just kind of depends on who Mephisto goes after and things like that. So, alright, so we are going to do... I think we're just going to go into Mephisto here. We got a Striker on Medusa. And then there's nobody that needs a heal, so I like to get the evades out from the special. And let's see, we're gonna try an ability block Red Goblin. Looks like it didn't land, okay. Mephisto getting all those counters. Well, since I only have Void Knight, we're just gonna stun him. Oh, he's dead. Okay. Here comes Red Goblin. Ares is about to take a turn. Okay. We're gonna ult with Kahori. We're gonna try and go in here onto Mephisto. Medusa with a big hit. Ugh. Let's see, I forget. Immunity, yeah, let's do this. We want that defense up, immunity, safeguard, just in case Mephisto pops off. Ironheart gonna finish the deal on Mephisto and Wasp. Oops, I was hoping she would kill Red Goblin. That's okay, we got an evade there. Wow, he's still sticking around. So yeah, getting through the Mephisto quite, pretty early before he can ult is definitely gonna help out a lot. Even I did this a couple of times and he even ulted and I was still fine. I think I lost my Kahori, but it was still the 4-piece. So it was like a 4-on-3 or something, and it was fine. No problems there. So that's that match. So I'll go over the Night Stalkers with Zombie Scarlet Witch. I'll show you the difference. So that one obviously felt pretty safe to do. And we're going to put Agatha back here. And we're going to get Zombie Scarlet Witch out here. So there's two schools of thought. You can split off Zombie Scarlet Witch to do a team, kind of like this. Or you can just keep her together with the rest of them dying. It just kind of depends on what you're seeing, what the alliance that you're facing, what you're seeing on their defense, as far as what you need to do that war. But okay, so we went for Man Thing that time. That was good. Blade's gonna ult and rewind here. And get some blinds. I'm gonna do this. Try and get an exposed. There we go. Got an exposed on Ares. Then we'll do this. Get an assist from Blade onto Void Knight. Because his ult is unavoidable, so we want to try to kill him before that happens if possible. Alright. And then we will ult here. Getting that extra damage on Ares is definitely helpful. Oh, Void Knight did go. Didn't get any ability blocks out there. Oh, here comes Red Goblin. That's not good. There's the ult from him, and Scarlet Witch is dead. Okay, I can't target Mephisto. I guess we're going to special here on Carnage. Okay, that worked out pretty good. I'm going to try and stun Carnage. Or kill him, even better. Ouch, that ult hurt. Now you want to be careful, at least with this team anyway. Red Goblin still has a revive. And so if you can kill Red Goblin first, then I would do that because then the revive thing, like if you kill Mephisto now, then he could revive that Carnage and it could be a problem. So we'll leave Mephisto for last, even though we did take quite a big hit there. So like I said, that Scarlet Witch dying early, that's really bad. But we made it through it, so. But let me know down in the comments which of those two counters for this team you like the best. I'm gonna go through the rest of these here, and yeah, then we will complete my viewers' requests here. This is kind of fun. So, like I said, if you have any other suggestions, any other teams you're struggling with, let me know in the comments, and I can make another quick video like this. So, now this is about as cheap as I could get for this team here. When you have a Scroll, Annihilators, and Apoc, this is about as cheap as you can get. The other option would probably be like an Undying 4-piece with Apoc. So both, or you could do an Ares probably too, but um, I think this is still worth it to use Mercs for Money here. It's not like a waste because, you know, of all the strong OP characters we have here. And then the positioning is a little important too. So you want Panda and Deadpool and then Old Man Logan in the middle. You want Apoc on the very far end because what'll happen is Skrull will go. He'll have 2 turns pretty early, and on his second turn he'll basic and he'll go into. He'll start a Panda because Panda will be taunting, and then he will go. He will chain, but he only chains to 4 targets, so he'll miss Apoc. What I found is if he does hit Apoc, he'll flip Apoc's immunity, and then Apoc has disrupted, so he can't get that speed up. So I'd rather have him keep the immunity and go a little bit, tiny bit slower. So let's go into this and show you what it's all about. All right, so we're gonna ult, get that taunt up, and of course Skrull's gonna go nuts because of all of our positive effects we just put out. And then Dakin, you may want to have him a skirmisher. I leave him a raider, at least for war. If I use him in Crucible, I do skirmisher, but sometimes he doesn't flip the positive effects. Like here, he didn't flip the Thanos, which actually helps us. Sometimes he doesn't flip the taunt either, so you gotta kind of work with what you got. I'm gonna stun the Gore. Okay, so we hit Thanos. He's about ready to trigger here. We killed their Apoc. See, now if Apoc had gotten, if he was back here and he had gotten he had gotten hit, he probably wouldn't have survived that Skrull ult. So that's the reason why we do that. Now we're gonna target Skrull. Oh, we didn't drop the Thanos. Okay, so in some of my practice I was doing, I did drop him. So this worked out perfect. And then you can ult with Old Man Logan. Okay, Skrull heals up. He almost died there. And we're going to kill this gladiator. Either way, you could have gone for the Skrull too, but wasn't too worried about him. So there you have that one. Now I do realize this is in war practice, but this is the only way we can test things. So I've never actually personally seen any of these teams that we've tested here, but I do like some of the ideas behind the teams. So now this one blew my mind when I got this to work. I hope it works again. I've only tested it out once. So we are going to do Tangled Web. We're going to do Weaver in 2099. Then we're going to do Kang. Now this also will kind of depend on what you're seeing on against the alliance that you're facing. Sometimes Kang is going to be pretty important to have elsewhere, but I just thought that this is my viewer wanted a cheap counter. This is like the definition of a cheap counter right here. So we got Emma, and then we're gonna do Quicksilver. All right, I like Tangled Web. Always like Tangled Web in the back if I can, the back row. And we'll just put Emma over here. 2099. I don't think, actually, when I tested this, I don't think Orchis took a turn. Anybody took a turn, really. But just in case, I would probably put 2099 behind Kang, because 2099 will die fairly easily. And then we've got Quicksilver here. So basically, the reason why I came up with this team, this counter, was because I know Kang goes pretty fast. He does decent against Orchis. We're going to put Emma in here to slow them down a little bit. Weaver helps with her stun that she has, and I have her as a skirmisher. It's probably going to be important to keep her a skirmisher. And then when Scientist Supreme does her ult right at the beginning, she's going to put a slow on Quicksilver, and he's going to clear that and give him some speed bar so he can go fast. So, all that being said, let's go take a look and see how this works. And this is a 600k punch-up, I think it was, so not too bad. Alright. So, yep. Cleared that slow. Kang's gonna come in here and do his thing, wipe out wipe out a bunch of people. I'm gonna put a vulnerable on the Nimrod. 2099 needs to be a skirmisher too, by the way. I'm going to let's stun the Sentinel. Just because he didn't have slow, I wanted to stun him because I've got a little bit of time for Nimrod here. We're actually gonna rewind him with the special. Then we're going to go into Namor because we don't want him to ult onto us. And then Kang's going to do his thing. Well, okay, took out Nimrod, okay. Let's put another vulnerable on... Oh, wait, no, I think she's a fortifier, never mind. But we want to kill the Scientist Supreme before she has a chance to revive everybody. And I'm going to do this on Sentinel just because of the ISO attack. And there you have it. Boom. Super easy. Didn't even get touched. So, there you have it. Those are my counters. Being the people's envoy, doing the work for the people. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you learned something. Make sure you spend those resources wisely, everyone, and we will see you in the next one.